Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for 10 Hearts VR, a game that was actually released, I believe, back in May of last year, but it just recently got VR support, I believe March 14th, 2024, and I completely didn't know about it somehow, which is funny because I actually bought this game um, because of the announcement that it would have VR support, but then I just forgot about it and didn't pay attention to when it actually got VR support. They took too long and I forgot about it, but VR support has now been released. It's just part of the game, not DLC or anything, just a free part of the game. So it released with non-VR, but then the VR support was added. And that's a little weird because, honestly, I believe this game was developed with VR at the forefront. It doesn't feel like it because they released it with non-VR first. But some of the reviews I've read about this game talk about how it's not good in 2D because it's a VR game. And I remember playing 10 Hearts Prologue, and I remember really liking it, and then just waiting forever, and then they released 10 Hearts without VR, and I was sad about that, but then they announced VR support, so I bought it. It normally retails for $19.99, if I remember correctly, and this is a beautiful game. I played the tutorial, the extended tutorial. There's actually a tutorial that's very short, and then there's a longer tutorial. And I really love the visuals. The visuals, in PC VR, we don't get very many games that look good. And this one looks very good. It's one of the few PC VR games that don't look like a Quest port. It actually looks like a proper PC VR game. It's not perfect. There are some issues. Let's go ahead and let's just start, because I'm talking too much and you probably want to see gameplay versus hearing me talk. Again, I did buy this game, and I'm happy to support the developer. You do have full locomotion, as you can see here. But actually early on there is no locomotion, so it's only later that you get locomotion, but you don't start off. And you also have smooth or snap turning. Now the reason I have snap turning on when I normally don't is because it's button turn. So what I mean by that is you're pressing the Y or B button to turn. You're not using the sticks for turning, which I'm not a big fan of that. But it's what we have, so let's go ahead. Let me continue. And actually, before I do that, I want to check out the level. Oh, can you actually change the song? I'm not sure that you can. I can't seem to pick this up. But I'm gonna look at the level first. I don't know that I see what to do, so I'm just gonna okay, there we go. Yeah, I didn't see the puzzle, so that would be because it wasn't a puzzle. It was just like a stage. Okay. Let's look at the settings. So Act 1, the attic. This is when the proper game started. Like I said, I just finished the tutorial, but let's go ahead and look at the options real quick. Gameplay, language, crosshair, control hints, arachnophobia mode. There's some like toy spiders. I don't think it's scary, but I turned the vignettes off. Walking speed, fast running speed, grab turn speed, snap degree turn. Again, I have it on snap turn because it's button turn, which I'm not a big fan of. There are no graphical options, sadly, and I turned the music down because it was just too loud. Okay, but those are the options. Not bad. I'd like to see some graphical options, though. But honestly, what I've heard, this game runs great on several different configurations and setups. So performance should not be an issue with this game. That's what I've read in the reviews for this. So let's just start. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens without doing too much. The thing that by the way, that's like the fast forward. You put on the clock. And I'm trying to find the pieces. But I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Okay. So we gotta find. So that's one puzzle aspect of this game, is that you gotta find the different puzzle pieces and see where to put them as well. I see a U, so everything has to go here, but I don't see a U. I'm not. It's gonna take me a while to get used to the. Okay, so I don't see a U anywhere actually. We might just have to let it go because there is no U. There's a triangle. There's a T. Let's try to memorize this. A triangle, a T. We're just gonna let it go. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. Okay. A T, a moon, and a moon. So T and a moon. And so far, we only got the moon. We need to find the T. Wait, there's a U. There's a triangle as well. And you can adjust height, by the way. You press the Y and the B button at the same time. I am having the worst time so far because I cannot figure this stuff out. Oh, man. Okay. But so far, it's just a matter of finding the puzzle pieces. So it's not like I'm stumped or anything. I just don't know where the puzzle pieces are. So there's the T. So now you can reuse the puzzle pieces. You know what? I might have to go back to. I think the snap turn is really. I'm not used to snap turn. There we go. So now we just got to find the U. Well, actually, I think we got to find all of them. There's a lot of. Well, you can reuse some of them. Okay, we found the U. We found the U. If there was one thing I wish for, is the ability to stop time or rewind time. What you do is you just go like this, and you stop them. So that's what I'm gonna do because, quite frankly, there's no. I don't like them falling. Well, they can actually fall down and die, and I don't want that to happen. So obviously they come out through here. They're gonna go here. They're gonna go here. They're gonna go here. Then they're gonna go here. And now I'm looking for. What am I looking for? A moon. There's already a moon, and there's already a T as well. So I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. So all we're gonna have to do is move the moon. Which one are we moving first? Is it? Yeah, the moon's over there, and the T's over there. So we're just gonna have to get rid of them. And by the way, let me show the clock real quick. There we go. So we got the moon. And now we're going to get the moon over there. Okay. Like so. And then we're going to wait. Obviously, we can make it go a little bit faster. But we don't want to be too fast because we got to put the T here. And there we go. That's it. So as you can see, the difficult, we're still at, obviously this is the first level after the tutorial, so it's not too difficult. But you see a lot of the difficulty here, at least in the beginning, was just finding the puzzle pieces. But look at these visuals. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And I kind of want to explore more. I kind of wish now I had used smooth turning. I think I'll change it to smooth turn. Yeah, I don't think I like snap turn even with button. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. So controls, no, comfort, smooth turn. All right, there we go. So you see the difference now between smooth turn, obviously, but it's button. That's why it feels unnatural. And I didn't want to use it because of that. It just doesn't feel natural, but I'm gonna go ahead and use it. But yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous game. And those interactions are really highlight and grab or highlight and push. Not the best VR interactions. Again, you go up or down like this. So you can comfortably play seated, but you are using button turn, which I'm not a big fan of button turn. I think it's a bad idea whenever developers do it. You should always use button turn. But look at these 3D models. Look at this. Look, this is beautiful. This is what VR should always be. It should be a joy to explore a VR world like we are doing now. And this is a beautiful looking game. Now, I'm just going to open it, and whatever happens, happens. So we're going to open. We're just going to open. Like, I don't even care what happens. But we're going to make it go a little bit faster. See what happens. Okay, I think... I don't know what's going to happen here. Where's the... We might need to find the moon. Where's the moon? Yeah, I don't know where the moon is. So we need to find some... Oh, here it is, the moon. Okay, so we're gonna have to put them back. So, oh. Okay, now open it. And we can work on it. So, obviously they're gonna go here, and they're gonna go here. Okay, so we have to find the T. So we're gonna find the T right here. Now, obviously, when we speak of lemmings, I keep saying lemons, lemmings. When we talk about lemmings, lemmings type puzzle games, obviously everyone's gonna think of now Humanity. And I will be honest, Humanity is the best lemmings type puzzle game in VR. It might even be the best puzzle game in VR ever. But it's not my favorite. So let me explain. The puzzles in Humanity are challenging. They're mind-blowing. When I'm solving them, I'm like, wow. And when I see the solution, I'm like, oh my god, how did anybody solve this? So, playing Humanity is very cool. But it's also not for everyone. Because sometimes I've seen the solutions in Humanity, and I'm like, there's just no way. How did anybody solve this? I know I can't. Not me and my lizard brain. But I can appreciate the solutions. Look what happens here. Oh no, they're all gonna die. No, we don't want to do that. I'm sorry, little guys. I have failed you. I wasn't quick enough. So what we want to do is we want to put the moon here, right? So far, this hasn't been difficult at all. But what I want to know is, do we put the moon from here, or I think so. I don't think there's any other moon. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then they show the sad face just to make you feel worse. Oh. Oh, okay. We can also pause time. That's what I wanted to know. Okay, did I really talk that long? Okay, we're just gonna start over. We're gonna close the box. That was taking too long. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So we're gonna fast forward, make this go faster. And as soon as that last one, okay, we're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready this time. We're not gonna let them die this time. Okay, and I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, now we know how to slow time, which is very important. But we can actually fast forward all this. But isn't this a beautiful world to explore? And there's a little bit of a story here as well. So even though humanity is the better game, if you love challenging puzzles and just enjoy the puzzle solving itself, humanity is the better Lemmings game. However, yeah, what's going on here? Right, how do we do this? Okay, so we just put it here. Okay, so now we rewind time. Sorry guys. Okay, that doesn't help. Well, I think we solved it, maybe. But I don't know how to rewind. I thought that, have we taken too long to rewind? No, we haven't. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, let's see how it goes now. I think that's it. Oh no! No, it's a. Okay, It just needs a little refinement. There we go. Oh, okay. Needs a little bit more refinement. Okay, I think I got this. Oh, no. Every time I think I got this solved, they make it a little bit more complicated. Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to have to... Oh, there we go. We got it. Okay. It took me maybe longer than it should have. But yeah, I'm enjoying this more than Humanity. Again, I get it.
What's this, Daddy?
Where? No. Best leave that be.
But what is it? I want to take a peek, please.
You will when it's ready.
Is it something for me?
Well, all I can say is that it's a very special treat for a very special girl. Oh, do you hear that? I think Mummy is calling.
Coming, Mummy.
Again, just the narrative, the environmental storytelling, along with the little narrative cutscenes, I think for me, and also just the more relaxed pace, for me makes this just a better experience for me. Again, I think if you're a puzzle beginner, or maybe you're not the biggest puzzle fan, but you like some puzzles as long as they're not too difficult, I think you'll also enjoy Tin Hearts more than Humanity. Again, if you're a puzzle pro, if you're just in it for the puzzles, I will freely admit that Humanity is the better Lemmings type puzzle game. It might even be the best puzzle game in VR if we're only talking about pure puzzle and the challenge and just the ingenuity in the puzzles. I mean, the game designers for Humanity are just geniuses, and the puzzles they came up with are just mind-blowing. You know, I don't think I could ever come up with puzzles that they came up with. Truly innovative, and that's why a lot of people thought Humanity should have won VR Game of the Year, or why a lot of people nominated for VR Game of the Year, or just, you know, even for non-VR, a lot of people enjoyed it, even as a non-VR game. But my problem with Humanity, besides that it's just not very friendly for puzzle beginners, is that the 3D visuals, the maps, they obviously designed it for puzzle first, and it's obviously a non VR game first, so it's obviously designed for 2D. It's not designed for VR. This game's the opposite, which is funny because this game didn't release with VR support, but it's so obvious they made this game with VR support in mind first. This is VR first and foremost. Now, they don't have the best controls, and I hope they fix that, because I think it'd be super obvious to use the Y and B buttons to grab stuff, and then use the joysticks to move around and to turn. Instead, use the left joystick to turn. Actually, use both joysticks to move, but you use the Y and B to turn, which doesn't make a lot of sense. And if you're holding an object in that hand, you cannot move. So, anyways, let's try to solve this. Again, some of the early difficulty in this is just obviously And obviously this isn't right. Hum, and hit so, and okay. So it's supposed to hit like that, and then I guess there's supposed to be a puzzle piece over there. And obviously these puzzles get more challenging as you go along, so I'm not going to say there's no challenge, but if you played Humanity, you know that it starts off difficult. I mean, maybe the first couple of puzzles are easy, and then it gets difficult, and then it gets more difficult, and then it gets insanely difficult, and then I'm like, there's no way. It gets even more difficult, but there's no way. I don't know if that's right. That doesn't look right to me. Look. No, that can't be right. Ooh, this is gonna no, it can't no, there's just no way. It has to be through here, then it has to be the last piece over here. The one thing that I'm coming across is that I'm pushing forward and it's not working because it wants to grab. So again, using the joysticks to move around, not the best idea. And it forces this, which I'm not a fan of. Right now, I'm not moving with my left joystick. Like I guess it must be a bug, but right now I can't move with the left joystick, only the right joystick. Let's go ahead and try this out. Let's see what happens. And where's the clock? Where's the clock? Where's the clock? I don't see the clock. That's weird. Isn't there supposed to be a clock somewhere to make this go? Oh, okay, you don't need, apparently, uh-oh. We already figured out something out. Okay.
Dear Mr. Butterworth.
Oh.
If you would grant me the honor to introduce myself, I am Lucian Mantelfell, Grand Master of the Guild of Toymakers. And as such, it is my great pleasure to extend to you this invitation to join our illustrious guild. We had the good fortune to happen upon your tin soldiers at the Stockholm Toy Fair, and saw at once that you rightly belonged in our exclusive brotherhood. Further study of your work only confirmed our first impressions, and led to this invitation, nay, plea, to come work with us in the crafting of artifacts to delight the young and confound the old. I shall waste not a moment more of your precious time, and set to waiting for a reply at your earliest convenience. Yours sincerely, Lucian Mantelfell.
Okay, so as soon as it's done over there, okay. Okay. So for some I think that's right. And again, it's just some trial and error, but so far the puzzles really haven't been that difficult. It's just finding the puzzle pieces and just, correcting some of the little issues we come along the way. But my God, is this such a beautiful, beautiful map? It's such a little beautiful world to explore. This is very cozy, very relaxing. It does get more difficult, by the way. It starts off really easy though, which I like. It makes me feel smart. and then you're just slowly learning the rules of the game. Whereas I think Humanity just throws you, which again, Humanity I think is meant for like puzzle pros. I don't think that any puzzle beginner can hope to beat that game. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess maybe if you're a natural, but yeah, I don't think that's that's for VR puzzle beginners or even intermediate, because I consider myself more than just a VR puzzle beginner. But I struggled with Humanity VR, and that's the reason why I didn't do a review on that game. I thought about doing a review where I just review the VR experience in Humanity, but that'd be a tough review because I'd be saying, wow, this game is great, but the VR visuals and the VR controls are bad. So it's not a good VR port. This game, I have mixed feelings about, because I love the visuals, and I'm really enjoying the puzzles, but I don't like these stick controls where you use stick for full locomotion, but you use Y or B to turn. You should use the right joystick to smooth turn, and then use the Y or B to grab, or A and X to grab. The buttons should be used for that, or the trigger or whatever. Maybe the rewind should have been the A and X, and then the triggers could have been the grabbing the stuff. So I think they just messed that up. I don't know why they did it this way, but I think maybe it's because they think it's easier to, if you press trigger. So here would have been my solution, and maybe, I don't even know why. But here, by the way, you press grab, right? And then you use the joystick to turn it around. And because of this, that's why you can't use smooth turn on the right joystick, because of this reason. I don't think that's a good enough reason. They could have used the buttons to do that, the Y and B to flip it, to turn it around. So it doesn't make much sense. No, it doesn't. It's just not a good reason. But anyways, I guess, where is it supposed to go? So I don't see where it's supposed to go. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah. It's supposed to go... Wow, there's like a little alleyway. Yeah, it's a little alleyway. Wow, that's a very small alleyway. There's not a whole lot of room forever there. I think that's good. Ooh, just barely. And now I gotta look very closely here. Are we good? I don't know. Is that good? Is that good? No. That's not good. No, that's not. That's gonna take a correction here. Was that correction intended though? Like, were you supposed to make that correction, or is that just bad placement on my part? So it's slightly off center. I don't know if that'll make. Oh, where does it go now? Wait, what? Oh, so. So now we gotta go a little bit back. Okay, we gotta grab this one over here. And then we gotta go forward in time. Gotta make some corrections here. I don't know, maybe because I'm a middle-aged gamer, but I prefer this cozy puzzling more than the Humanity, because Humanity is just too intense. It's just too challenging. After a hard day of work, you don't want to do homework. I know some people love the challenge, and that's great if you do. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Like, I readily admit that Humanity is a great game, and if you're a puzzle pro, you should definitely go get it. If you love the challenge, go get it. But some of us older or younger gamers prefer. Is this even right? Is okay? Okay, so okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So we did it. We did it. So far this has been very cozy, very relaxing. If you're into that type of puzzle experience where you can enjoy the visuals and where there really isn't a time pressure, you can easily correct your actions, this might be the game for you. There we go. So yeah, I recommend this game. I think it's awesome. I don't know that I've played enough to be able to give an accurate score. You know, this is not a review. This is just early impressions. But you know, if I was made to give a score, and again, take my score with a grain of salt, I'd give this a very solid 7.5 out of 10. Now, the reason I'm not giving it a higher score is just because of the controls. I don't like these controls. This needs to be changed. You need to have smooth turn on the right joystick, and then you can use whatever button to turn the puzzles around. I don't see the reason for having the joystick be what turns it around when you hold it. But I think you could still do that unless you're having to move and spin stuff. I'm not even sure why. Okay, so when you're grabbing something, you can't turn. But you should be able to smooth turn, even when you're grabbing something. I don't know if that makes sense, but what I really like about this game, you know, since I mentioned the negative of the controls, is obviously the art style. This is such a beautiful, beautiful game. Wow. It's been a long time since I played a really good looking game in VR. I think Red Matter 2 is the last game that I played that looked good in VR. I don't know. Maybe I played another one, but that's the only one I can recall off the top of my head that I said, "Wow, this looks really good." So you know, I almost want to cry because in PC VR, we're getting used to horrible graphics. Like in 2017, 2018, 2019 VR, we had better looking games than we do now in 2024, and that's just breaks my heart as a PC VR enthusiast. Like, how did we get here? And I'll admit I'm part of the problem. You know, I bought a Quest Go, I bought a Quest 2, I bought a Quest 3, but I'm not a big fan of the standalone games. You know, not that they are not that, and again, I want to clarify, not there's a lot of really good Quest standalone games out there. There's a lot of them that I enjoy, so I'm not going to say they're all terrible. But the thing is that very few of them look good. As far as standalone games, you know, AC, Assassin's Creed, VR, even Resident Evil 4, I think looks good. Asgard's Wrath, you know, Red Matter, one of the best looking games on the Quest for standalone, especially on the Quest 3 with the new update. It looks good. So you know, there are some good looking VR games on Quest standalone, so it is possible, but most developers don't take the time to do that because obviously it takes a lot of resources to make a good looking game able to run on the Quest 3, and that's a lot of resources that a lot of developers just simply don't have. And by the way, this is very early on in the game, so please don't think, oh, this game is all cozy all the way through. There's no challenge. This is very early in the game, so keep that in mind. The reason it doesn't seem more challenging is because it's very early on in the game. Okay, maybe I do need to put that down there. Wait, how do you? Yeah, And then, wait, do you put the other T there? Wait, hold on. The triangle. Triangle, triangle, triangle. So this is the last puzzle I'll do, but I want to say that I enjoyed my time here. I really did. No cap, dead ass. I enjoyed this game. It was bussin', as the kids say these days. And I do recommend it. I think it's... Oh my god. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. Oh, you know what would be totally cool? No cap. Is if you can go to the level of these little toys. If you go toy eye level, and walk around this world and get on the train and ride it around. Oh man, this would be the perfect game if they were able to do that. Did I solve the puzzle or am I? No. Nope. I did not solve the puzzle. I don't know if it needs correction or if I'm just totally off. No, I was just a little off. I solved it. That, you know, it wasn't a challenging puzzle, but it was one that was relaxing and cozy to solve. You know, I have a big smile on my face while I'm playing this game. So, you know, puzzles aren't all about having to be difficult. Sometimes it's just seeing a beautiful world and just enjoying the little interactions as you get to enjoy the eye candy and the storytelling. So I would say this is like almost like a walking simulator. This would be like the perfect game for if you're new to puzzles, if you're a puzzle beginner, and if you like cozy games. I think you'd enjoy this one. It does get more difficult later on, though, so keep that in mind. But early on, obviously, it's very easy, very different than Humanity, which Humanity, they might have a couple of easy puzzles, but then it gets difficult, and then it gets insane. And for me, I have enjoyed Tin Hearts more than I enjoyed Humanity because I gotta be honest, I just didn't like the 3D visuals on Humanity. I didn't like the VR interactions, the VR controls. But the puzzles there are top notch, are probably the best in gaming history, maybe. That's how inventive, innovative, and just jaw-dropping some of them are. Because I've seen the solutions to some, and I'm like, how? Who came up with this? It really challenges your spatial thinking skills, and some of it's also timing. Like you have to platform too. I didn't like that part of Humanity, but this is a lot cozier. I've enjoyed it. I recommend it. Like I said, early impressions, not a full review, but if I have to rate it, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Hopefully the developers fix the controller issue, and if so, I'd probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. But this early impressions, who knows? A lot of this depends on how good the puzzles get later on. If there's a nice like difficulty curve, because I think to me that's the key for puzzles is that the developer makes a good difficulty curve where you're slowly learning new mechanics and then adding that to your knowledge, and it slowly becomes more difficult. So you know, those are the best puzzle games for me where that happens. And where, you know, something you might get stuck later on, but you've learned enough early in the game that you're able to put it all together. And those are the most satisfying puzzle games for me. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play early impressions for Tin Hearts VR. Somehow this just went, it went by through my radar, and I didn't notice that it had gotten VR support, even though, like I said, I bought the game in anticipation of VR support in the future, but it just completely slipped my radar for whatever reason. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.